Rebuilding alone at 58 has been harder than I thought. And the truth is, I feel a bit ashamed that life hasn't moved on as much as I thought it would have by now. I am still in the exact same routine, sitting at the exact same desk, facing the exact same view. If I am being entirely transparent with you, that reality sometimes worries me. I truly thought I would be much further ahead by now, especially when it comes to my finances. When you are navigating a midlife transition from scratch at 58, standing still can feel incredibly daunting. The reality is that my financial situation is still very much the same as it was. The worry that you aren't financially where you want to be can weigh heavily on your mind at this stage of life. Building an independent career as a woman over 50 takes an immense amount of patience. And some days are just navigating the gritty paperwork of starting over. But even in the stillness, and even through the worry, I am learning to honor the slow pace. This quiet daily focus is still the vehicle funding my next chapter. And I am choosing to show up anyway. When you are steering a long, slow season of midlife reinvention, you realize that the most valuable currency you can protect isn't actually money, it's your peace of mind. I find myself deeply craving a space that is entirely my own. True, uninterrupted quiet can be a challenge to find when you're house sharing. But this summer has taught me to fiercely protect the pockets of solitude I do get. My favourite ritual lately has been taking my morning coffee out into the garden and just letting the sounds of nature settle around me. Even when the future feels uncertain, choosing to be in the stillness is an act of courage. It gives me the breathing room to focus on my well-being, ensuring that as I look toward independent living over 50, the foundation beneath my feet will be a true sanctuary. So one of the things I really love doing during the summer or when the weather's hot is coming out here in the mornings. And there's a couple of reasons really why I do this. One is I spend so much time in front of the computer that it really affects my sleep, and I know it's not good for the body or the eyes. But also the other thing is I think life is so busy at the moment. We've got so many worries, rebuilding, finances, and having my coffee here when it's warm and I'm on my own really gives me that time to disconnect from whatever is going on in my life. And admittedly, I've been so busy trying to grow this channel, trying to focus on nutrition and sharing my nutrition knowledge. The thing with that is that I have to do a lot more research, and that's why it takes longer for me to upload videos. I think for all of us at over 50 or at midlife, there's a lot of us who's going through so many things at the moment that we really need to take time to get out in nature or do something to support our mental health. And one of the things for me is just being out here, enjoying my coffee and getting some natural light that helps me sleep as well. I think that's the most important thing, because sleep is also when our body or our brain and subconscious processes all the emotions or all the things that we've gone through during the day or we're going through generally. I'm sure if you're at midlife or over 50 and you've got so many worries, that sleep is one of the things that really suffers. So day by day, I just keep showing up. I stick to my simple, predictable routines. I focus on the work at my desk, and I head to the gym a few times per week to keep my physical strength and energy high. Many of you right now may be facing the same situation. You might be navigating your own silent transition, feeling that same heavy pressure that you should be further ahead by now. And it can feel so lonely when the days roll into weeks and your progress feels invisible. But please remember, we don't need a massive, sudden transformation to prove we are moving forward. Sometimes, simply holding on to your peace through the uncertainty, doing the daily work, and staying steady is the biggest victory of all. We're not failing just because our journey is quiet. I know that a lot of you watch my videos to feel connected with my journey at over 50. And you don't necessarily want information solely about food and nutrition. I hear you and I understand. So moving forward, I'm going back to sharing the real, honest chapters of this midlife rebuild journey with you. However, eating healthily and prioritizing my well-being is a huge part of my rebuild strategy at 58. So while our main focus will be back on our shared lifestyle journey, I will still naturally mention how my nutrition and daily wellness support my life behind the scenes. For me, focusing on vibrant longevity is about protecting my independence. I want to keep my mind sharp and my body strong enough to comfortably support my dream of living solo. After all, we need the resilient physical foundation to handle the weight of starting over and to secure our future freedom. Life rarely moves at the speed we want it to, but a quiet season is never a wasted season. Thank you for checking in on my journey and for being such an essential part of my story. I'd love to hear from you in the comments today. If you've ever felt the worry of not being further ahead in life, how do you find peace in the present moment?